Hey, what's happening, people? Welcome to another episode of Messages in the Madness with yours truly, Vernon Longhorn Davis. It's Sunday. I'm here. You're here. I'm grateful that you're here. Hope you had a great and fabulous week. I hope you got a great and fabulous week planned coming up because, hey, I just want everybody to have a good time and a great day and all the wonderful things that can come their way. I appreciate y'all being a part of the Madness family. And like I said, we're here. We're doing it. And this would not be possible without you guys. So I thank y'all very much. Just checking a couple of things. Okay. Yep. Okay. Thank you very much. I see that. And so, hey, Mr. Net, thank you for just dropping by. Glad to see you. Thank you for being a part of the family tonight. Always appreciate you very much. Hey, Mr. Net. Yeah. So let's see. Let's get to it. Let's get into it. So my message tonight is oh, there he is. Hey, Brother Terry, good to see you. Always great to see you. I hope everybody's doing well. And as I said before, cousin Barbara, good to see you. Always great to see you. Thank you very much for stopping in. Hey, guys, don't forget to hit like or love and share the message. Matter of fact, share the message. If you like what I'm talking about, share it. Do you guys realize that I have been doing this now since the pandemic? Yeah. And I love it. I love being here with you guys. I love being a part of it. There she is, my baby sister, DC Fluffy. She said, hey, baby brother. Hey, brother dear and big sis and Madness fam. Happy Sunday to all. Let's get this message, y'all. And don't forget to like, love, and or share. I know that. See, I don't even know why I said it. She said it better than I did. So I appreciate that. So again, like I say, hit like, hit love, share it. All right. So again, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Messages in the Madness. Y'all know who I am. I'm your host, Vernon Longhorn Davis. And tonight, we're going to have a conversation about something that is crucial for all of us, having a plan. Now, you see, in the hustle and bustle of life, it's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day grind. Yeah, it's real easy. We wake up, we go to work, we come home, and we do it all over again. Or we get up, we go downstairs, or we go in the next room, we turn on the computer, we do our work, and we do it over and over and over. But how often do we stop to think about where we're actually headed? How often do we do that? How often do we take the time to ask ourselves, what is my plan? And see, I get to ask that question because that's where our show came from, because I got asked the question today. Well, yesterday, what is your plan? What are you going to do? What does this look like moving forward for you? Hey, Miss Coley, good to see you. Thank you for coming in tonight. Miss Coley, just so you know, tonight's message is, what is your plan? That's the message tonight. What is your plan? So, yes, I got asked the question and I had to fall back and say, I don't have a plan. But I was honest. I said, every day I pray that God will lead me, but I kind of felt like that was a cop out. Like that was just a bagged answer because I didn't have a plan. I know I plan on getting up in the morning and going to work and taking care of myself and taking care of whatever needs to be taken care of around here. But, keep doing my comedy and speaking, but a step by step plan I didn't have. And like I said, I was kind of embarrassed by that. So that's where my topic came from. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight. So, I hope y'all got you something to drink, get comfortable. Let's talk about it. Why a plan isn't just important, it's necessary. It's necessary. It is very, very necessary. Okay. Thank you, Coley. Appreciate that. So, the role of planning in life. First, let's start with the basics. Why do we even need a plan? I mean, can't we just go with the flow and see where life takes us? I know I'm guilty of it, flying by the seat of my pants, or as they say, making decisions on the fly, making it happen, making it do what it do. I'm guilty of it. I mean, I'm used to, as we call it in the business, I'm used to pivoting, being able to just pivot on a dime. Uh, and that's a great quality to have, but it's even better to have a solid plan moving forward. So, Baby Sis says, don't be embarrassed. I, like many, don't have a plan, but we should. We really, 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 really should have a plan. Other than living and whatever comes in between. So it sounds great. It sounds nice just to be able to just take life as it comes to us. But let me tell you something. If you don't have a destination in mind, you're going to end up wherever the current takes you. If you don't have your own plan, somebody's going to make a plan for you. And you may not like that plan. And trust me, that may not be where you want to be. Giving that power over to somebody else, or just giving it over to happenstance, is, it could be a little traumatic. It may not be what you want. You may not end up where you want to be. And you may not know that's not where you want to be until you get there. You look around, you're like, oh no, hell no. This is not where I need to be. So having a plan gives you direction. It's like having a map when you're on the road. Without it, I know a lot of us don't even use road maps anymore. We just put it into Google, and Google tells us turn left, turn right. Okay, you've at your destination. You ever used Google to take you somewhere, and just like as you're going, and then you're like, wait a minute, this don't look like the way that I'm supposed to be going. But then you look up 5 minutes later, and you're where you're supposed to be. But without it, you're just driving aimlessly, hoping you'll get somewhere interesting. But with a plan, you got a clear path. You know where you're going, and you can make decisions that get you closer to that destination. Because see, if you plan to fail, you plan. If you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. It's really that simple. You got to know where you're going. Not just where you're going, but how you're going to get there. And sometimes the journey is better than the destination. It's almost as fun. And when life throws us those inevitable curveballs, which it will do, it's going to throw you some curveballs. Having a plan, having a good plan, helps you navigate through them without losing your way. So you got to have a plan. You do. Plans create purpose. So let's talk about that. That plan, plan is sometimes there's something deeper. Purpose. Purpose is a small, big word. When we want to feel like we're living life with a meaning, we do. We all want to feel like we're living a life of meaning. Our life's got to mean something, right? But how do you find that purpose? How do you know you're on the right path? The answers, my friends, lie in having a plan. What is your plan? When you take the time to think about what you want in life, whether it's career success, a happy family, financial freedom, or personal growth, you're defining your purpose. Your plan may be to go play bingo every Thursday. Well, guess what? You defined your purpose. You've got a plan. You got to define it. You got to figure it out. If you feel like you want to live till you're 80 years old, then guess what? You need to make a plan to live till you're 80 years old. Do I need to change the way I eat? Do I need to change how much sleep I get? Do I need to start working out? What is it? You got to define that purpose. You got to define, you have to figure out your purpose and then define the plan. And once you have that purpose, you can create a plan to achieve it. It's like building a house. You won't start construction without a blueprint, will you? Yeah, you're not going to just say, I want a house right here with no instructions. You could, but man, it may not be that house that gets built may not be the house that you want. Your plan is your blueprint for your life. I'm going to say it again. Your plan is your blueprint for your life. Well, Terry says, my plan is to make sure Mary Lou is taken care of once I go home. Only plan I have at this point. But at least you got a plan, Terry. At least you got a plan. And I hope it's a very long time before you go home. But at least you got a plan. So the power of setting goals is huge. A big part of making a plan is setting goals. Goals gives you, they give your plan structure. They're the milestones that mark your progress along the way. And let me tell you, there's nothing more satisfying than checking off a goal you've achieved. Y'all know I've done quite a few things. I've been blessed to do a lot of things. And I get to look back and check off some of those things that I've been able to do. And I think, oh man, thank you, Lord, for allowing me to get those things done. Sometimes there are things that I have achieved that I didn't even realize that I had achieved. But being able to look back and see that they're done is huge. It's very huge. But here's the thing. Your goals need to be specific, measurable, and realistic. It's not enough to say, I want to be successful. What does success look like to you? Everybody's success don't look the same. Does it mean starting your own business, getting a promotion, saving for retirement? Whatever it is, break it down into actionable steps. And don't forget to set destinations and deadlines. Hold yourself accountable. Without a timeline, a goal is just a dream. Now, I'm not knocking dreams by no means, because I'm a dreamer. I'm a big dreamer. I am. So I don't knock them. But you got to have a plan to achieve your dreams. Hey, Miss Charlotte, good to see you. Now, I'm going to pick on Miss Charlotte, for instance. Miss Charlotte may decide that she want to make 100 lap robes for veterans. Then she's got to figure out how is she going to do this and when is she going to do this and what is it going to cost to do this. My buddy Terry, my brother Terry there, he may decide he want to go and catch the biggest fish in the tournament. He's got to go and do some planning. He's got to go and pre-fish the lake and look here and look there and figure out where the fish are at. He don't just get in the boat and say, I'm going to catch the biggest fish today, and he don't even know where the hell the fish are at. Everything needs a plan. Now, let's be real for a moment. Wow, see, Charlotte has a goal of 500 lap robes for veterans. That's awesome. And she's probably already figured out how she's going to do that. I just recently achieved a goal, a plan that I have had for 3 years now. Yeah, 3 years now. I finally voice recorded my audio book. I'm just waiting. Yes, Messages in the Madness. I recorded it right here at my desk with this microphone. And I'm just waiting for it to come back from Amazon approving it. But that was a goal that I set to do. It took me 3 years to do it. because I didn't plan, and I'm guilty. I'm very guilty. I didn't plan it. So overcoming these obstacles, because there sometimes are obstacles. Um, Baby sis, have you seen my video? You need to go to my webpage, to my Facebook page, and see the video. I haven't talked to you since Thursday. You need to see that video. Okay. Let's be real for a moment. Even the best laid plans can get off track. This is true. I had a plan for doing my audiobook 3 years ago, but then life be lifing. Yes, life be lifing, and other things got in the way. Uh, so I finally got to it. I finally just got to it because I had a plan, but I got thrown off track. Life is unpredictable, and obstacles are going to come your way. But that's not a reason to give up on your plans. It's a reason to adapt, overcome, and find another way to achieve what it is. Yes, ma'am. That's it. Yes. I meant to send it to you, but my apology, baby sis. Just no blame it, charge it too much, charge it to my head, not my heart. So when you encounter a setback, take a step back and reassess your plan. What can you do differently? What could have you done differently? How can you overcome this obstacle and keep moving forward? Flexibility is the key. Your plan doesn't have to be set in stone. It's okay to make adjustments along the way as long as you keep your eye on the prize. The other day, I was looking at my retirement. How long do I have to work before I retire? And I figured out I will be 85 when I retire. No, I enjoy working. I like what I do. And if the good Lord says the same, I plan to work until I'm 70. So I started looking at what do I need to do in order to be able to work that long and retire at that age, and what kind of money will I have, so on and so forth. So I had to build a plan. I had to start planning now for something that's 13 years down the road. So you got to hold yourself accountable. Accountability, um, accountability is huge. It's critical. It's another critical aspect of sticking to your plan is accountability. You got to hold you accountable. It's easy to set goals and make plans, but it's a whole other thing to follow through. That's why you need to hold yourself accountable. Share your goals with someone you trust, whether it's your friend, family member, your spouse, a mentor, your pastor, your dog, somebody. You got to do that. Having someone check in with you can be a powerful motivator to keep you on track. Hey, brother Roger, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by tonight. So Terry says, guess I got one more plan. That's to get out of driving over the road in 5 years. That'll give me 24 years behind the wheel. And yes, planning a fishing tournament takes time on the water. That means days on the water prior to a tournament. Then I put a plan together the night before a tournament. I'll be fishing Truman for us for 3 days before our first day, before our 1 day tournament. So, yes, it takes days to put together 1 day of a 1 day tournament. I'm going fishing with Terry in October on the 13th. I'm looking forward to it. It's been a while since we've been out there. So yeah. And Terry, I was gonna talk about you and your retirement, but I didn't, I'm glad you're working on a plan to move in that direction. DC Fluffy says, awesome milestone to cross. Thank you very much. Uh Roger, brother Roger. Hey man, I saw the pictures. Congratulations on getting your place back up and running. I saw your first two customers. I thought that was awesome too. Y'all excuse me sweating a little bit this evening. So he says, sorry, tuned in late. Last 3 days have been working 12 hours a day between the bar and job. We'll watch from the beginning in a bit. That's no problem. Brother Brad, thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Buzz, what's happening? $2, my friend. So, um, accountability. You got to hold yourself accountable. It's easy to set goals and make plans, but it's a whole other thing to follow through. That's why you need to hold yourself accountable. Share your goals with somebody that will hold you accountable, somebody that don't have a problem saying, no, man, you need to get back on track. No, lady, you need to get back on track. And let's not forget about self accountability. Set regular check ins with yourself. Maybe it's once a week, once a month, whatever works for you. Hold yourself accountable. Use that time to review your work, your progress, celebrate your wins, and identify any areas where you might need to adjust your plan. It's that simple. Brother Jerry says, sorry I'm late. Happy to see you. Accountability is huge. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Buzz said, you sweating like you got a secret. Who, me, Buzz? No, man, I'm an open book. What are you talking about? But yeah, it's just a little medication. That's all makes me sweat, Buzz. Well, thank you, Jerry. He says, so happy to see you are. Yeah, I'm doing all right, bro. I really am. So I'm not talking a lot about what we're talking about because this is being broadcast on LinkedIn. And yeah, I got a lot of work people on LinkedIn. So yeah, you kind of understand that. I will keep wiping. Yes, sir, I will. So use that time to review your progress. Y'all know I'm always talking about celebrating wins. Celebrate your wins. I don't care how big or how small. And identify any areas where you might need to adjust your plan. Because sometimes we got to tweak things. Sometimes we got to a little to the left or a little to the right. We got to do what we got to do to make it right. So, so there's long term and there's short term plans. Like for instance, my short term plan is to go fishing with Terry next month. My long term plan is to retire from working a day job at 70. What am I going to do in between there? What am I going to do? I got to have a plan. So let's touch on the difference between long term and short term. Both are essential, but they serve different purposes. Short term plans are like those daily or weekly plan to do lists, the plans, the to do lists, what I got to do, those kind of things, regulars. They help you manage your immediate task and keep you moving forward in the short run. Long term plans, on the other hand, are about the bigger picture. They're your 5-year plan, your 10-year vision plan. Hey, Pumpkin Princess, good to see you. Like my plan for this year is to perform or speak at at least uh, at least 35 to 40 weeks a year this year. That's my plan. And if you look at my schedule I keep on Facebook, pretty close to doing that. That's my goal. 35 to 40 weekends a year performing or speaking. That's my goal for next year. Why don't I want to go over 40? Because that's it's only 52 weeks in the year. Yeah, brother needs some downtime, some downtime somewhere. So yeah, that's important. Buzz, let's see. Buzz said, let's get this numbers down. Yep, that number. Veteran suicide has to be an immediate priority. Buzz, I do want to do more speaking about veteran suicide prevention than I do than I do comedy. I want to do more speaking than I want to do comedy, being honest about it. So, hey, Yolanda, thanks for stopping by. Brother James, glad you made it, man. I'm speaking that into existence. I would like to do more of that than comedy. I love my comedy, but I would love to do more of that. So, again, short-term plans are like, they're daily things. Everything that we do, if you set a plan from the time that you get up to the end of your day, man, you'd be surprised how much you can get done in a day because you got a plan. You got to plan. And then planning that long term is really, really important. The beauty of short term plans is that they keep you focused on what you need to do right now. But those long term plans, they give you something to strive for. They're your motivation on those days when you feel like giving up because you know that all the small steps you're taking today are leading you towards something much greater in the future. Brother Emery, good to see you, my friend. Congratulations on your book, man. Uh, Me and Brother Emery working on a little project that we hope to put together and put out there to y'all. We'll talk about that at a later time. So, for those who believe it or not, some people don't know how to make a plan. They don't even know how to start making plans. They just say, I'm going to do this, and then they off and they go do that. So, Emery says, I do 3 days a month. He said, I do 3 days, 3 months, and 3 years. That's pretty good. You're a young man, so you got that kind of time, okay? So if you're sitting there thinking, okay, Vernon, okay, Longhorn, this all sounds good, but how do I start? I've got you covered. I'm going to share a little something with you. It all begins with self-reflection. Take some time to think about what you really want in life. What is it that you really want to do? Not what society says you should do or should do or what they want you to do, but what you want. You. What makes you happy? What are your passions? What are your strengths? What are your desires? What is it? Where is it that you want to go? What is it that you want to do? Once you've got that figured out, start setting some goals. Remember, be specific. I remember I used to couldn't say that word. I couldn't say that word. Break those goals down into actionable steps and set deadlines for each one. And most importantly, write it down. Never leaves my desk. Write it down. Even with all this technology we got out there, put it in your phone. Put it on a post-it note and put it on the mirror. Write it down. There's something powerful about putting your plan on paper. It makes it real. I got a vision board right here on my wall. You write it down, and every time I walk in, I see pictures of my family. I see my vision board, and then I see a number of accomplishments that I have accomplished and the things that do mean something to me. Write it down. Visual is everything. It brings it back to you all the time, over and over and over again. So Brad says, look into Missouri Vets Outdoors. We have a great organization that specializes in this. Yeah, y'all do. I've worked with y'all, Brad. That's how I met you, bro. I'm looking forward to us doing it again. Coley says, "Oh, I was tardy, so hey there to the pastor's wife. If she's here, why you keep calling me pastor? I don't even know why you keep calling me pastor. I'm not preaching. I'm just teaching. The impact of a plan is important. You might be wondering, what's the payoff? Well, let me tell you. Having a plan can change your life in ways you can't even imagine. It gives you a sense of control, a feeling that you're not just drifting through life, but actively shaping your future. It boosts your confidence because you know you got a roadmap to guide you. You know where you're going or where you want to get to. And when you start achieving those goals, it gives you a sense of accomplishments that's hard to beat. But beyond all of that, having a plan gives your life meaning. It connects your daily actions to your bigger purpose. It's the difference between just living and truly living. So I'm already over my 30-minute mark. So I got to close out. So y'all, I'm always messing with the pool. I would tell you about what happened with the pool today, but I got to close out this message. So my friends, as we wrap up tonight's conversation, I want to leave you with this. Life is too short. Life is too short to live without a plan. Don't let the days slip by without taking control of your future. Sit down, think about what you want, and start making a plan to get there. Remember, sometimes it takes longer than 30 minutes to speak. Yes, it does. Don't let the days slip by without taking control of your future. Please don't. Sit down, think about what you want. Start making a plan to get there. And remember, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. It is. It's about progress. Even the smallest steps in the right direction can make a big difference in the long run. Brother Terry, yeah, I see you soon, man. So thank y'all for joining us tonight on Messages in the Madness. I hope this conversation has inspired you to start thinking about your plan. And I look forward to hearing about your goals, man. I do. I look forward to hearing about your goals, your setting, and the progress you're making. Because guess what? I really do care. I care about each and every one of you. So until next time, keep striving, keep planning, keep moving forward. God loves you. I love you. Take care of yourself. Love yourself. Respect yourself. Love them kids. Give them a hug for me. Respect our vets. I'm Vernon Longhorn Davis. God bless y'all.